Happy New Year. Good morning. Welcome to you. Welcome to the Unity Center of Pittsburgh. It is really great to be with you here this morning. And my name is Maryann Hackworth. I will be your service leader as well as providing our burning bowl ceremony today. Philip Borden is taking the Sunday off, a well-deserved rest, but we have the very Chloe Wazorek, and she will be opening up for us with Use Me.
Use me, oh God, I stand for you, and here I abide as you show me all that I must do. Used to think God was the sun, God is the sun, but God so much more, or all of creation. God is creator, all in all. In its light as me, as you so use me. Oh God, I stand for you, and here I abide as you show me all that I must do. Come mend my hands, what must they do? Come mend my life, it's here for you. God is the love that heals all creation. God is creator,
Oh, those are so beautiful lyrics, just reminding us again and again that God is moving into this world through us. God is manifesting itself as us. God is the love that heals all creation, as me, as you. And so, yes, we do ask God in each and every moment to use us, to bring forth love, to bring forth light, to bring forth joy into this world and to create it. That is our mission here at Unity Center of Pittsburgh, is we recognize that divine love is awakening right now in this world, in consciousness, in the heart of humanity. We affirm that the world is awakening to divine love, and it is flowing right now in this moment into your consciousness and into mine and into the heart and mind of every other human in this world. We ask God in this moment to assist us to feel it and to know it. And we have a mission here as well at Unity Center of Pittsburgh. We are an inclusive, loving community. We accept everyone exactly as they are. And we are here to teach. We are here to practice, and we are here to inspire positive, practical, spiritual living. We interpret Christianity through the theology of unity, which knows about oneness, one power and one presence expressing as you, as me, as all of us. So let's move into prayer now, and let's just say, deep breathe. Good morning, God. Good morning. Divine love, divine creator, you live in me now, and you move forth through me into this world. And we give thanks. We give thanks for this life that we've been giving. What a precious opportunity we have to practice love, to move our thoughts away from negativity and pessimism into the truth of who we are. We thank you, Divine Creator, for inspiring our thoughts and for guiding our words and our hands and our actions. We are delighted to be alive and to serve. Amen, and so it is. Moving into our second song, Health, Wholeness, and Happiness. Feel free to join in.
Health, wholeness, and happiness. Health, wholeness, and happiness. Praise the good and raise the world with health, wholeness, and happiness. Love, laughter, and letting go. Love, laughter, and letting go. Praise the good and raise the world with love, laughter, and letting go. Wealth, wonder, and willingness. Wealth, wonder, and willingness. Praise the good and raise the world with wealth, wonder, and willingness. Health, wholeness, and happiness. Health, wholeness, and happiness. Praise the good and raise the world with health, wholeness, and happiness. Health, wholeness, and happiness.
Now it is time for us to light what we call our Christ candle. This candle, this one single flame, represents the one power and presence that we call God. We know that this one power exists in all of us, and it is entitled the Christ Candle because Jesus, as the Christ mind, the divine, enlightened mind that Jesus was, came into this world to tell us that we too possess that mind, and we can enter it in any moment that we choose. So now I'm going to light the candle, and then we'll read our unity principles. You are the light of the world. Unity principles. God is the source and creator of all. There is no other enduring power. God is good and present everywhere. We are spiritual beings, created in God's image. The Spirit of God lives within each person, and therefore all people are inherently good. We create our life experiences through our way of thinking. Through prayer and meditation, we increase our conscious contact with God, bringing forth love, wisdom, health, vitality, wholeness, and everything good. Knowledge of these spiritual principles is not enough. We have to live them, and so we do. We here at Unity believe in the power of word. We know that affirmative prayer works. We know that being positive and using words that are uplifted works because it creates our reality. That which we see on the exterior is a result of the thoughts and words and beliefs that we have on the interior. And so we affirm together this powerful statement. I joyfully let go of all the things that no longer serve me. I joyfully let go of all the things that no longer serve me. One more time. I joyfully let go of all the things that no longer serve me. So it is. Now let's move into song again as we sing Relax and Let Go.
I relax, let go, release and surrender. I relax, let go, release and surrender. I relax, let go, release and surrender. All is well, all is well. I relax, let go, release and surrender. I relax, let go, release and surrender. I relax, let go, release and surrender. All is well, all is well, all is well. And every day I affirm and pray how I'm blessed with everything I have. I release my fear, 'cause it's all so clear. I am held, I am loved, I am safe. I relax, let go, release and surrender. I relax, let go, release and surrender. I relax, let go, release and surrender. All is well, all is well, all is well. well, all is well, all is well, all is well, I am well.
That was incredible. Thank you, Chloe, so much. That's a Karen Drucker song, and I asked Chloe if she would play it and do it, and I was here toe tapping. I hope you enjoyed that at home as well. It's such a good beat. So letting go and releasing and letting God come into our lives is the theme of the day. It's the theme of the year, and it's the theme of life. So I chose for the daily word today the daily word that was December 31st. So I'd like to share it with you. The daily word was let go, let God. I release the past and embrace the future. As the year comes to a close, I take time to review how I responded to a period of time that challenged me more than usual. Perhaps my compassion was awakened and I felt moved to serve. Maybe my heart felt full as I prayed for loved ones and for people I've never met. Looking back, my heart feels full as I recount the lessons that prompted my spiritual growth and the blessings I discovered as I worked through my hardships. I meet the coming year with a positive, hopeful attitude and an openness to new ways of thinking. I feel ready for a fresh start and a new beginning. No matter the obstacles that may come my way, I remain committed to realizing the highest vision for my life. And from Revelation 21, we read, "And the one who was seated on the throne said, 'See, I am making all things new.'" Daily Word. Such a powerful little book. If you have never ordered it or read it online, it is a really great way to start the day. So let us bless our children. Bringing into our conscious thinking minds right now a vision of all the children in our lives. We also extend this blessing to the children in our communities. And we extend it to the children in the entire planet. We bless you, children. We see you as fresh, new life. You have brought forth the divine life in your heart and in your mind. And as you show us how to be joyful, you become our teachers. We bless you this year as we move through this pandemic time. We uplift you and we encourage you and your families to remain strong and steadfast in the faith and the truth of knowing who and what you are. We love you. Amen. At this time, we typically have a congregational greeting, which is when we're all together, we get up and shake hands and greet each other, but I'd invite you to do so through the chat if you haven't already done so. We would extend our loving greeting to you and also our gratitude to you for tuning in and coming here with us on a Sunday morning. It's raining outside, it's kind of dreary, so I'm sure you're cozy in your homes, hopefully enjoying a nice cup of coffee, and just enjoy this live stream. If you feel that something in this service inspires you, feel free to pass it on and share it to a friend. We greet each and every one of you. Oh, now we're back to Chloe. She has prepared a special song for us. It's entitled "Feeling Good," written by Nina Simone.
Birds flying high, you know how I feel. Sun in the sky, you know how I feel. Breeze drifting on by, You know how I feel. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life for me. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life for me. Ooh, and I'm feeling good. Fish in the sea, you know how I feel. River running free, you know how I feel. A blossom on the tree, you know how I feel. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life for me, and I'm feeling good, and I'm feeling good. Dragonfly out in the sun, you know what I mean, don't you know? Butterflies all having fun, you know what I mean. Oh, sleep in peace when day is done, that's what I mean. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life for me, and I'm feeling good, and I'm feeling good. Stars when they shine, you know what I mean. Oh, scent of the pine, you know what I mean. Oh, freedom is mine, and I know what I mean. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life. Oh, it's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life for me, and I'm feeling good. Oh, I'm feeling good, and I'm feeling good.
How are you feeling out there? I know how I'm feeling. I'm feeling good. Totally. I can't even express to you how good I feel. That song was incredible, and I enjoyed dancing and experiencing it. I can't wait for the day that we're all back in here and can enjoy the talented Chloe's voice and power. Thank you, Chloe. That was amazing. It's time for us to move into prayer, and let's do it from that place of feeling good. Let's do it. Let's use affirmative prayer. Let's move into a state of connection with the divine by whatever name you give it. Move into your connection to your God within your mind and heart. And bring your mind into a state of feeling good as we say, we welcome blessings. We welcome joy. We are grateful for all that we have. And it feels good to know that we are expressing God's love. It feels good to know that this life is intentional. So we say, thank you, Divine Creator. Thank you again and again. We have a beautiful song that we sing. It's Surely the Presence. Chloe, would you like to lead us in this? As you align your mind with the divine mind right now in a prayerful state, feel the presence in you as we sing.
Surely the presence of God is in this place. I can feel the mighty power, joy and grace. There's a holy hush around us. I see glory on each face. Surely the presence of God is in this place.
The presence of God is wherever you are. You simply need to take a deep breath, move into your own quiet space, and smile into it, feeling good, welcoming more, and saying thank you.
Surely the presence of God is in this place. I can feel the mighty power, joy and grace. There's a holy hush around us. I see glory on each face. Surely the presence of God is in this place.
And in the quiet of this moment, let's move into a meditation and just get comfortable in your chair. If you haven't already done so, just allow the chair to support you. Open your hands. Place your feet on the floor and breathe in deeply. And allow the feeling of goodness to move through your body. Feel the energy as it moves through your hands. Just notice it. Notice the good feeling of life. The life force in you is God. And if there is rain falling on the roof of your home, notice it. The life force of the divine mind, the dear Creator bringing forth rain, clouds, sun, wind. Feel good. Breathe in and feel good. And as you open your eyes from that very short little excursion, just look around your space and feel good about it. Feel blessed. Feel thankful. You are intended to be just as you are. You have come forth to feel good. From that thought, I would like to begin our message. Our message today, as you know, is let go, let God. Release false ideas and dwell in a place of faith and certainty. Dwell in that place that feels good. That's what life is for. To move back again and again from fears and worries and anxieties, all those things that take our mind down a rabbit hole. Our intention here this morning with this message and with this burning bowl ceremony is to let go of that and to feel that faith and certainty that there is a power and a source living through us and as us. So here at Unity Center of Pittsburgh, as well as all unities, I believe, throughout the world, there's a practice called a burning bowl ceremony. And if you've never heard of it, really what it comes down to is we have a bowl, and we have one here, and you take a little slip of paper, and you write something down, anything that has been bothering you. Maybe it's a worry, an anxiety. Maybe it's a health concern. Maybe it's an angry feeling. Maybe it's the fear of scarcity or lack. Whatever's been bugging us. And we realize here at Unity that the power exists in affirming goodness and wholeness. The power is in releasing. Release that, and we take that and write it, and at home, if you want, you can do so, but you can rip it up into little pieces and you can burn it, or maybe you write it on a piece of tissue and you throw it and flush it down the toilet. Goodbye. Many of us, I know this past year, I was watching the New Year's Eve shows, and many people were saying, goodbye, goodbye, goodbye 2020. I'm so over it. It was a really difficult year. It's a very challenging time that we're living through, and people want to just let it go. But I'd like us to reflect for a little bit first. Reflect. When I was 11 years old, there was a movie that starred Charlton Heston. It was called The Omega Man. And years later, not too long ago, I don't know, maybe 10 years ago, it was redone. I don't know if they called it The Omega Man, but it was with Will Smith. Anyways, the movie takes place in the aftermath of a devastating global pandemic. And Charlton Heston is the sole survivor. And he's living, it looks like New York City. He's all by himself. He drives around all day in these fancy cars, and he'll stop at the car dealer. I mean, the place is desolate. There isn't a soul there. And he'll stop in a car dealer and walk in and pretend he's talking to someone and get another set of keys and go out and jump in a Maserati. And now it's my new car, right? And then he drives down the road a bit and he stops at a jewelry store and he goes in and he's like, oh, Rolex watch. And, he'll break that door open and grab a new watch and get himself a diamond ring and jumps in the car and keeps driving. And there's just decimation all around, paper flying in the air, and the streets are deserted and traffic lights are dangling. He has to get home in time by nightfall because there's zombies that are the remaining spirits or people that have had this, and they come out. They can't come out in the day, but they come out at night, and they try to consume him. So he has to barricade himself in his mansion with all his stuff. And he has to shine lights out because the zombies can't take the light. That's one thing they can't handle. So he has all these lights set up. You know, and I was 11 years old when that movie came out in 1971, and it scared me. It scared me, I think, for a very deep meaning. It wasn't just the zombies. It was the fact that I think I realized at the age of 11 that having all the stuff in the world just doesn't matter if you don't have anybody to share it with. If we don't have any relationships with one another and we have all the stuff, what good does that do? You could see his loneliness, right? I think this pandemic has allowed us all to place a light on what really and truly matters in life. And what we've come to learn is we could have stuff, but what we really want is each other. Because love has been implanted in our hearts, and the only way to have a full life is to share the love. If it remains locked inside of us, it's trapped. And this idea that we have for releasing what doesn't matter, what's false, and what's an error thought, is allowing us to open our hearts. And we've seen throughout this year all of the things that have transpired, right? The ways that we've had to look at this world. And I think being isolated as we were, or distanced as we were, and still are, for the time being, has allowed us to go deeper and to ask ourselves what really matters. Jesus was a powerful teacher, and he came forth 2,000 years ago to tell us about the power of our consciousness. In his language, in his day, he referred to it as the kingdom of heaven, or the realm of consciousness, the connection to source that we have through the power of our thinking minds. Unity founders Charles and Myrtle Fillmore referred to our power as our thinking mind, the mind that we can connect to this source that Jesus called the kingdom of heaven. And as a child, I don't know about you, but my theology taught me that the kingdom of heaven was in a distant, far-off planet, in a place far, far away. And the only way to get there was to physically die. And if I died, then I would be judged. And if I was good enough, I would get into the kingdom of heaven. And the irony of that is that Jesus never said those words. In fact, if you Google yourself, kingdom of heaven or kingdom of God, you will read all of the ways that he tried to answer the question when people asked, what is this kingdom you're talking about? Where is this kingdom you're talking about? He said, the kingdom is at hand. It won't come to you through signs and banners or whatever. It comes from within you. The kingdom lies within you. He used statements like this. He said, it's easier for a camel to get through the eye of a needle than it is for a rich man to enter the kingdom of heaven. And what he was talking about was getting lost as we have been, getting lost in stuff, getting lost in the dramas. That's stuff. When you get lost in drama, you can't very well enter the kingdom of heaven, because the kingdom is a place of peace. It's a place of connection. It's why we meditate, why we practice it, why occasionally once a day we say, turn off your device, turn off your TV, sit in the moment, and feel the kingdom of heaven within you. Jesus also referenced children. It's one of my favorite teachings that he had. He said, unless we become like little children, we cannot enter the kingdom of heaven. So you think about a child, just if you are lucky enough to know one, I would advise you to spend time with them, just sitting with them. Even as young as like 8 months, 1 year, 2 years. Children are in awe of life. Children haven't yet become resentful. They haven't yet become prejudiced. They don't care whether someone has dark skin or light skin. They don't care who someone falls in love with and marries. They're free. Their hearts are open. Jesus said, unless you become like a little child, you can't enter the kingdom. Think about that. A child doesn't label someone. I think about the tendency we had this past year to polarize everything, right? You heard that expression, polarization. The way that polarization works is that we demonize someone. Someone is less than. Why? Because they don't think the way we think. They don't vote for the same person we voted for. They don't have the same belief system, the same religion. We polarize, we demonize, we separate. Children do not polarize. Now, when Jesus is teaching about the Samaritans, and I was learning in my Hebrew studies class that the Samaritans during his time, the Jews and the Samaritans couldn't stand each other. They were polarized. They looked at those as inferior, right? What did he teach us about how to treat one another? We say, well, I don't know. Samaritans, they're long gone. That doesn't apply to me. Well, how about Republicans and Democrats? Have we polarized each other and demonized one another, and in the process, lost our connection to the one kingdom? And that oneness is what allows us to collaborate and to cooperate and to work together and not fight one another, right? There are answers that lie in this coming year when we enter the kingdom of heaven. I think my very favorite quote or teaching that Jesus had, because of course it was written by his followers as the years passed after his crucifixion, they tried to put into writing, right, the things that he said about the kingdom of heaven. And this is probably my favorite because he used stories. He used what's called parables. And those parables are still applicable. That's the power of a parable, is that it's like a teaching, a story, an analogy that you can still relate to centuries later. So this parable about the kingdom says this: the kingdom of heaven is like a net cast into the sea and gathering fish of every kind, and when it was filled, they drew it up onto the beach. They gathered the good fish into the containers, but the bad fish they threw away. How does that apply to our consciousness? That's what he's really talking about. He used language that they could relate to. And his ministry, of course, was at the Sea of Galilee, and they were surrounded by fishermen all the time. And he's like, every fisherman knows that they go out into the sea and they throw a net in and they get a whole bunch of fish, but when they get back, they can't keep them all. Some are too small, some you can't eat. I don't fish, but this is the way it goes when you fish. And so you throw away the ones you can't keep and you save the ones that you can because they have value. They can feed you. You can thrive with them. This is consciousness. The net, he said, the kingdom of heaven is like a net that is cast into the sea. That's our minds. Our thinking minds cast into the sea, gather fish of all kind, thoughts. Thoughts of all kinds are constantly flowing through our heads, aren't they? What is the statistic on that? I think it's something like, I don't want to misquote, I think it's 60,000 for an active thinker. Thoughts are always flowing into our minds. Sometimes they're on a loop too. It's the same stuff over and over and over. And he said, you take the fish, you take these thoughts to the beach and you look at them. As we reflect on this day and this life, we go, which one do I like? Do I like this thought of resentment and hostility? No, not really. Why don't I extract and throw it out? That's what this burning bowl ceremony is all about. It's asking us to look at our thoughts, catch them in the moment, because we're all thinkers. That's the human condition. We have a mind, thank God. We have a brain. We're intended to think, but we're not intended to get so captured in the negative thought that we have. We weren't intended. In fact, many call that our ego. See, it's time right now to pull back the layers upon layers of our egos, the anxieties, the worries, the doubts, fears, hatreds, prejudices. It's time to pull that away, because what remains is the good fish. The kingdom of heaven allows us to pull in and celebrate them, to feed upon them. Eric Butterworth, a Unity minister, author from years back, he said, "Life is lived from the inside out." That's what we know at Unity. The world outside will reflect the world inside our mind. So you and I have a task at hand for 2021, and that is to move our thinking mind into good thought. And when we notice a stray thought, an old habit, we pull it out and throw it back. Throw it away. Release it. We have a practice here we call denials. We use denials. When something comes up that's a false thought, we deny the power to it. We deny it. We don't deny that we had it. We say, yes, there's that thought again. There it goes, that same idea about scarcity and lack. Why did that come up again? I do not give it power. I am going to extract it, and I'm going to give my attention to it. So our practice right now, I'm going to use this candle, and I have written down 12 items, 12 thoughts that we sometimes get caught up on, and we're going to release them. After service, you'll have an opportunity, if you choose to, you can call into a Zoom. We're going to have not exactly Zoom, but like a fellowship meeting online. And if you would like, you can give me something to write on a paper to burn. So let me get started. I have my microphone on, and I'm going to move right up front here. And I hope you can still hear me. First item up for bid is the thought of criticism and resentment. We release criticism. We release the tendency to criticize and resent people. It's gone. And in its place comes integrity and power and positivity. We release weakness, or the thought of being weak and frail. We are strong. We are powerful beings, and we've come here to show who we really are. We release doubt. It's gone. And in its place comes a feeling of certainty and faith, a knowing that we can get the job done, a knowing that Unity Center of Pittsburgh will thrive. We release a fear of failure. We are not going to fail. We're never failing. We are evolving beings. We are spiritual, evolving beings. How can we fail? It's impossible. We are what God intended, just as we are. We release scarcity and lack. Gone. We live in abundance. The universe provides abundantly. We take a look around us each and every day and we see evidence of it. Every snowflake, a unique expression of God. We are abundantly blessed. Scarcity does not exist in our mind. We release dis-ease and illness. Our mind is calm. There is no dis-ease, and we're filled with robust energy and vitality. We release unworthiness. We are so worthy to receive. It is our divine inheritance, and we're open to receive it. All of life's goodness. We release procrastination. No more excuse making. We have the energy and vitality to move ahead. We're enthusiastic. We have motivation. We release despair. We move out of despair. We let it go and put it into the hands of God. And from that, we escalate our feeling into hope. Love hopes all things. Love believes all things. Love achieves all things. We release unhealthy habits. We can make the best choices. We have the power. We have the intelligence. Those habits are gone. Here's a good one. We release worry. We release worry. Gone. The divine mind is inspiring us. Worry is a waste of our energy, so we place our energy in the divine mind. Last, we release the need to complain. We release the need to complain. We feel the goodness. We acknowledge the goodness. As Chloe's song said, we feel good and we talk about it. We create a new conversation in the world when we let go and release complaint. I hope you enjoyed our Burning Bowl ceremony. As I said to you when we started, feel free to linger after service, and a link will be sent out. And we're actually going to toast in 2021. And if you did have anything you want me to burn up for you, I'll be happy to do so. It's time for our prosperity practice. If anything has inspired you here this morning, we ask that you give with a generous heart, generous, loving heart. There is a PayPal button, I think, on your link. And I just want to share that it's my honor to be here at Unity. And I believe that this ministry is called for. I believe that there are so many, just like you and I, that desire uplifted thought And I believe that it is beckoning us. There is a knocking at our consciousness. And we will prosper, and we continue to prosper here in Pittsburgh. Let's take our offering in our hand, whatever. Let's just affirm our prosperity prayer. Divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. And yes, God, I am so grateful. And so it is. We're actually going to end with a unique little finish. Chloe told me this is, did you say, Chloe, an Irish drinking song? Okay. But it's tradition. Let's sing Old Lang Syne.
Should old acquaintance be forgot and never brought to mind? Should old acquaintance be forgot and old lang syne? For old lang syne, my dear, for a cup of kindness yet for old Syne. And surely you'll buy your pints, your cup, and surely I'll buy mine. We'll take a cup of kindness yet for old lang syne. My dear, for old lang syne, we'll take a cup of kindness yet for old lang syne. We too have run about the slopes and picked the daisies fine, but we've wandered many a wearing foot since old lang syne. For old lang syne, my dear, for old lang syne, we'll take a cup of kindness yet for old lang syne. We too have battled in the stream from morning sun till dine, but seas between us broad and broad since old lang syne. For old lang syne, my dear, for old lang syne, we'll take a cup of kindness yet for old lang syne. We too have paddled in the stream from morning till dine, but seas between us broad have roared since old lang syne. For old lang syne, my dear, for old lang syne, we'll take a cup of kindness yet for old lang syne. And there's a hand, my trusty friend, and Draft. For old, I did it again. Same year. For old lang syne, my dear. For old lang syne, we'll take a cup of kindness yet. For old lang syne. Happy New Year!
The longest song in history. That is
It just kept going. It just.
Oh my God. Oh my goodness. Happy New Year to everyone. I am so glad that we got to be together to celebrate. This is actually Welch's sparkling grape juice. Delicious.
It's very good. Haven't had this for years.
I know. Oh, it is tasty. Oh my gosh, what a blessing to be here with you guys today and celebrate this wonderful new year as we're moving forward into good times and good stuff. Powerful creators that we are. I wanted to tell you that the link, I was just told, for our fellowship is in the events calendar section of the website. Did I say that correctly? And thank you, Chloe. Thank you so much for your beautiful voice and your amazing talent. Shall we finish with the peace song together?
I think
All
that's
right,
how we
let's do it.
Yeah. Now there is peace on earth, and it has begun with me. Now there is peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be, with God as creator, family all are we. Now we walk with each other in perfect harmony. Peace has begun with me, and this is the moment now. With every breath I take, let this be my joyous vow, to take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Now there is peace on earth, and it has begun with me.
The light of God surrounds us. I am light. The love of God enfolds us. I am love. The power of God protects us. I am power. The presence of God watches over us. I am presence. Wherever I am, God is, and all is well. Amen. And so it is. Thank you so much for being with us, and we look forward to seeing you in fellowship. And if not, we'll see you next week. Peace. Happy New Year.